The scenario I chose to use is the 17-year-old girl who is a high school student, and her English teacher gave the school social worker referral to see her. The teacher said the child was lacking in performance in the classroom. She was angry and she was having outbursts with other students. Before any of this happened, the child was a good student. She was a AB student, but something happened and that changed. During the time of my interview, my client seemed like she was very angry, hurt, and sad because of the separation and divorce of her parents. Before the divorce or separation, she said their family was pretty good. They was always happy. They was always doing things together, always going on little vacations together. And one day that just changes. She says her father tells her that he was going to be gone for a little while after they had a weekend just for father and daughter. And he never explains to her why he's going to be staying somewhere else other than their home. When asking the client why, she said her father never just told her. He just said that he was going to live separate for them for a little while. She said during the separation period that her family was going through counseling, trying to work through their problems. She said she told her parents how she felt about them divorcing, was separating it all. She said after they told her they was divorced, and I believe it really got real to her. This is when she started not caring about school. She stopped doing her homework. She really didn't sleep that much. She would cry a lot in class. When I asked the client how she felt about it, she said she was just really sad, and that's why she would cry in class. And she stated in the video that a boy didn't want to work with her because she was crying in class, and how he really didn't know what was going on between at home with her family. She said before her dad was really close, like she was a daddy's girl, but now he doesn't really have any contact with her, but every so often. She said that she thinks that he is scared to see her because he might see his ex-wife. In the video, she told me how could I understand what she was going through, and I explained to her how when I was younger I had something very similar happen, that my parents had actually got a separation and into a divorce when I was younger. So I think this kind of made her realize that she was not the only one. She said she couldn't speak to her friends and stuff about this because they didn't understand, because both of their parents were together. So I believe me telling her my story kind of helped her realize that she wasn't the only one that's been through this before. Some of the skills I used was empathy. I tried to show my client empathy the whole time. I clarified by restating everything she had told me to make sure I understood what was going on between her and her parents. I identified the next step by giving her homework, and the homework included was saying that I wanted her to write out all her feelings, so when she came in the next time, we could discuss that. I questioned her. Me questioning her was giving me the opportunity to make sure she opened up a little bit more, so I could really know what was going on. And I was reaching for the client's feedback by questioning her. One of my gut reactions was when the client said that they had went to family counseling, but they still got a divorce. I felt like maybe the parent shouldn't have involved her in the family counseling if they really knew that was going to be the end result. She said that she thought the counseling was going good, that they was going to be a happy family again, but they still chose to get a divorce. When she said that her father didn't want to be around her. Well, she felt like her father didn't want to be around her because of her. She didn't want to see her mother. I felt like that was sad. Even though the parents chose to separate, I feel like the parents should be able to still to do things together. She stated in the video that her parents couldn't do things together anymore because they had divorced. Like she said, she didn't think they would both attend her graduation or see her at prom because they chose to separate. I feel like their parents could try to work through their problems for their child. I feel like if they wouldn't have went to the family counseling, that the child wouldn't had so much confidence that they was gonna get better. I think this like hurt even more for her. I think it was really important for me to use the question skill because it gave me the opportunity to get a lot of information out of my client. And also, showing empathy. The child feels like she's alone. She stated in the video, when she comes home from school, she goes straight to her room. She doesn't speak to her mother because she feels like she's going to start an argument with her. She needed to be shown empathy so she could try to work through these problems. I also think that reaching for the client's feedback was important. I was asking questions so I could get what was really going on with her. Something I felt like I could have did better was probably ask more questions so I'd really know like everything I possibly could. I don't know if she was holding back, but I believe she was because she is a 17-year-old girl. She doesn't, I'm sure if she wasn't talking to her friends, she was holding everything in, so why would she want to tell someone she had never met about what was going on with her family? I think that it could have been better, but I think overall I did a pretty good job with the interview. I got a lot of information out of my client. And I think the next few sessions with my client could be good because of a good start we had. I think me telling her my story made her a little bit more comfortable with me. So over the next month or so with my client, she could open up more and more every time.